Welcome back, creators. We're living in an incredible era where artificial intelligence is changing everything, from how we work to how we learn. But there's one question that keeps popping up in my DMs and comments: can I actually make money by creating and selling content with AI? Today, we're not just theorizing. We're running a real experiment. My goal is simple: I'll use AI to create a digital product, try to sell it online, and see if it can generate real income. No fake results, no shortcuts, just a genuine test of AI's earning potential. Let's dive in and find out if AI content can truly sell. Before we jump into making money, let's quickly clarify what we mean by AI content creation. Simply put, it's using artificial intelligence tools, like large language models for text or image generators for visuals, to produce various forms of content. These tools can help brainstorm ideas, draft outlines, write full articles, generate images, or even compose music. It's about leveraging powerful algorithms to automate or assist in the creative process. Think of AI not as a replacement for human creativity, but as an incredibly powerful co-pilot that can accelerate your output and open up new possibilities. The central question guiding our experiment is: can AI help create content that people are actually willing to pay for? This isn't just about whether AI can make something, it's about whether it can create value. For content to sell, it needs to solve a problem, entertain, educate, or inspire. It must offer a unique benefit to the buyer. Simply churning out generic AI text won't cut it. The real challenge is to apply AI strategically to produce content that resonates with an audience, meets a specific need, and delivers a perceived value high enough for someone to open their wallet. That's the bar we're aiming for. Our first step is to find an idea. Instead of just pulling one out of thin air, I decided to use AI for brainstorming. I prompted a large language model with questions like: what digital products are currently in demand on platforms like Etsy or Gumroad, and what niche markets are underserved with digital content? The AI suggested several possibilities: printable planners, custom storybooks for kids, social media templates, and even AI-generated coloring books. After reviewing the options, I settled on creating a mindfulness journal for beginners. This felt like a good balance between needing structured content and having creative visual opportunities. So, our chosen product is a mindfulness journal for beginners. Why this specific idea? Firstly, mindfulness is a popular and evergreen niche. People are always looking for ways to reduce stress and improve well-being. Secondly, a journal requires structured prompts, exercises, and affirmations, perfect content for AI generation. Finally, it's a digital product, meaning zero shipping costs and instant delivery, making it an ideal candidate for online selling platforms. The target audience is broad, from busy professionals to students, anyone looking to start their mindfulness journey. This makes it a great testing ground for AI's ability to create something both useful and desired. Now for the fun part: using AI to create the actual journal content. I started by prompting ChatGPT with specific requests. For instance, generate 30 daily mindfulness prompts for beginners, focusing on gratitude, self-awareness, and present moment. Then, create 10 simple mindfulness exercises, suitable for daily practice, like a 5-minute breathing exercise. I also asked for affirmations and short introductory texts on mindfulness concepts. The AI rapidly produced high-quality drafts for all these elements. This stage demonstrated AI's incredible speed and ability to generate coherent, relevant text that fits our product's purpose. It's like having a dedicated content writer working at lightning speed. While AI is fantastic at generating raw content, the human touch is absolutely crucial for creating a sellable product. My next step was to meticulously review and edit all the AI-generated text. This involved refining wording, ensuring consistency in tone, adding personal insights, and correcting any repetitive phrases or awkward constructions. I also needed to design the journal pages. I used a graphic design tool to create an aesthetically pleasing layout, incorporating soothing colors, clear typography, and space for users to write. This combination of AI-generated substance and human-crafted style is what elevates a basic output to a premium product. Proper packaging and branding are vital for any product, digital or physical. For our mindfulness journal, this meant creating a compelling title, a beautiful cover design, and clear instructions for use. I focused on a minimalist, calming aesthetic, using soft blues and greens. I also prepared the files in a user-friendly format, a high-resolution PDF that can be easily printed or used digitally on tablets. A small branding element, like a subtle logo, was added. This entire process, from design to file preparation, helps the product look professional and trustworthy, increasing its perceived value and making it more appealing to potential buyers. Remember, presentation matters. With our AI-generated and human-refined mindfulness journal ready, the next step is deciding where to sell it. There are many platforms for digital products, each with its own pros and cons. Options include Etsy, known for handmade and digital goods, Gumroad, popular with creators for direct sales, and even building your own e-commerce site using platforms like Shopify. For this experiment, I decided to go with Etsy. It has a massive built-in audience actively searching for digital products, which is a huge advantage for a new seller. While the fees might be a bit higher, the exposure it offers makes it a strong contender for testing market demand. Listing the product on Etsy was a crucial step. This involved creating a compelling product title, writing a detailed description that highlights the journal's benefits, and selecting relevant tags to help buyers find it. Good product photography is also essential, even for digital items. I created several mock-ups showing the journal in use, on a tablet, and printed out, to give potential buyers a visual sense of the product. Setting a competitive price, I started at $7.99, was another important decision. The goal was to attract initial interest while also valuing the content and design effort. This entire setup process needs to be strategic to stand out in a crowded marketplace. Pricing a digital product, especially one created with AI assistance, requires careful thought. You don't want to undersell your effort, but you also need to be competitive. My strategy for the Mindfulness Journal was to price it at $7.99. This felt like a sweet spot, affordable enough for impulse purchases, but high enough to reflect the perceived value of curated content and good design. I considered the time spent on editing and design, not just the AI generation. The goal isn't to be the cheapest, but to offer the best value for money. Pricing communicates quality, so it's a balancing act between accessibility and perceived worth. For this initial experiment, I wanted to keep the marketing efforts minimal to see if the product could sell organically, primarily driven by Etsy's search. However, I did implement a few basic promotional steps. I shared the listing once on my personal Instagram stories and mentioned it in one of my YouTube community posts. I also made sure to use all 13 available tag slots on Etsy, optimizing them for relevant keywords like mindfulness journal, gratitude planner, and self-care workbook. The idea was to give it a fair chance to be discovered without heavy advertising, isolating the product's inherent appeal and Etsy's organic reach as much as possible. And just like that, our Mindfulness Journal for Beginners was officially live on Etsy. This was the moment of truth. We'd brainstormed with AI, generated content with AI, refined it with human expertise, and packaged it for sale. Now, it was time for the waiting game. Would anyone actually find it? More importantly, would they be willing to pay for it, knowing its core content originated from AI? The first few days were quiet. There were some views on the listing, but no sales. This is a common experience for new products, even non-AI ones. Patience is definitely a virtue in the world of online selling. During the initial week, the Etsy analytics showed some interesting trends. We had a steady trickle of views, averaging about 15 to 20 views per day. This indicated that our tags and product title were working well enough for people to discover the listing. However, the conversion rate, the number of sales compared to views, was still at 0. This wasn't entirely unexpected. Building trust and making sales takes time, especially with a brand new shop and product. It highlighted the difference between getting noticed and actually convincing someone to purchase. The product description and mock-ups seemed to draw people in, but something wasn't leading to that final click. Then, about 10 days after launch, I got the notification, cha-ching. Our first sale. Someone had purchased the mindfulness journal for beginners. The feeling was incredible, a mix of validation and excitement. It proved that, yes, content generated with AI assistance, and then carefully refined, could indeed be valuable enough for someone to pay for. This wasn't a massive influx of cash, but it was concrete proof of concept. One sale might seem small, but it's the most important one. It tells you there's a market, and your product is capable of meeting a need. Over the next few weeks, a few more sales trickled in. In total, the journal sold 7 copies in its first month. This resulted in approximately $55 in gross revenue, before Etsy fees. While not enough to quit my day job, it's a significant indicator. The average customer seemed to find the product through direct Etsy search, often using keywords like beginner mindfulness or printable journal. Customer feedback, though limited, was positive, particularly regarding the clear prompts and appealing design. This early data suggests that the product is resonating, and the human refinement after AI generation was critical to its appeal. The market values usability and aesthetics. Learning from early sales and feedback is crucial for any product, especially one created with AI. Our initial sales confirmed that the core concept and AI-generated content had potential. To improve, I considered adding more pages with advanced prompts for returning customers, or creating a bundle with related products like affirmation cards. I also noticed that adding more lifestyle mock-ups to the product photos could potentially boost conversion rates. This iterative process, create, sell, analyze, improve, is how you build a successful product line. AI provides the foundation, but human insight drives refinement and growth. Once you have a proven concept, AI truly shines in its ability to help you scale. Now that we know a mindfulness journal can sell, I could use AI to quickly generate content for companion products, like a gratitude journal or a sleep improvement workbook. I could even use AI to generate short social media captions and add copy to promote these new offerings. The initial investment of time in setting up the first product's template and refining the AI prompts pays off massively when you can replicate the process. AI becomes a force multiplier, allowing a single creator to produce a diverse range of digital products much faster than before. So, the big question, can AI content actually sell? Based on our experiment, the answer is a resounding yes, but with a crucial caveat. AI is an incredibly powerful tool for generating content, but it's the human element, the brainstorming, the careful editing, the thoughtful design, the strategic packaging, and the smart marketing that transforms raw AI output into a valuable, sellable product. Simply copying and pasting AI text won't guarantee sales. The market is increasingly savvy, and quality, utility, and aesthetic appeal are what people are willing to pay for. AI democratizes creation, but human ingenuity still dictates success. What did we learn from this experiment? First, AI drastically reduces the time and effort required for content generation. Second, market demand for digital products is real. Third, human curation, editing, and design are non-negotiable for creating a truly high-quality, desirable product. Looking ahead, the synergy between AI and human creativity will only grow. Creators who learn to wield AI effectively, focusing on adding unique value and a human touch, are well-positioned for success. The future of content creation isn't AI versus humans, it's AI with humans, opening up unprecedented opportunities for entrepreneurs and creatives alike. So, if you've been wondering if you can make money creating and selling content with AI, I hope this experiment has given you some clarity and inspiration. The tools are available, the market is there, and with a strategic approach and a dedication to quality, you absolutely can turn AI-assisted creations into real income. Don't be afraid to experiment, find your niche, and put your unique spin on AI-generated content. If you've tried selling AI-generated products, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the world of AI and creativity. Until next time, keep creating.